What is good, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Week 1 of AD2L Season 2, 32 Archon League, I think, is finished. I think this is the first time I've not played a game and still made content, except for playoffs. So this is a little interesting, but we're rolling with it. We'll see if my Dota ever loads. But just a reminder today, we're going to try to keep each game to 30 seconds. Then we're going to go into a replay. We'll find a clip. I think only one person sent me a good clip, so that's what we'll use for their game. Otherwise, we're going to find a clip based off Dota buff. Then we're going to do the second game, clip, and then we're going to do like a series analysis. I'll just say, whether a team, I don't know. I'll make it up as I go, as I normally do. We'll go through all, I think there's 8 series in total. 18 teams, 9 series. Oh, God. I don't know. We'll go through all the games, and then we'll do predictions, a rankings update, which again, power rankings are kind of meh. It's basically my opinion. I saw there was a lot of stuff about that in the Discord this week, or last week, but yeah, that's the game plan. Probably be 30-40 minutes. We'll see. All right, first series we got this week. Looks like Divine forfeited to Victoria's Secret 6 player. I think Geo is making the forfeit, which is interesting. I assumed it'd be Tyro or Punk Monk, but must have been something in the Discord that happened on Thursday. I don't know. But quick 2-0 for Victoria's Secret forfeit. Hopefully Divine can play and they don't forfeit out. That would suck, but we'll see. Second series I got is the Goon squad versus the Dingos. The Dingos like to switch up their team names sometimes, so there's 2 tabs here. And I just did them first because there are 2 different games, but it is what it is. So we'll jump in to the first game. Goon squad. Seems like it's a pretty greedy draft. I don't really like Mirana right now. I think it's kind of a greedy 4. I guess they have a good laner in Tidehunter, so I think it's fine. Dingoes, I think it's okay. I think Void Spirit's pretty bad right now, though. I think Ogre's fine. Hoodwink's really good. I like the Centaur versus... I think it's just a greedy draft on Goon squad side. So I'm going to go with the Dingos draft here, even though I don't think Void Spirit or Drow are that good. They don't have a healer in the healing meta, but I like Dingos draft. Shame. What I like about this fight, though, so Goon squad very clearly has a target. They're going after Void Hunter here on the Drow. And they're basically saying, like, hey, we gotta kill him at all costs. So I really like that target priority because I think without the Drow, they lack a lot of damage with this Void Spirit mid at 44 minutes into the game. So once they're able to do that, I think they relatively clean up. It's a very long team fight. What is a Glimmer save? Gets the blink out. Yeah, nice. Sloth could use the stats on the stick. SMH. What does the Centaur to do? Flicker his way out. He has stick, I think. Deal with this PO. Okay, game 2. I should have checked if my mic was working at the start of this. That would have sucked, but looks like it's working now. Let's jump in here. Dingos, mid-venge, offlane Dragon Knight. I used to hate offlane Dragon Knight. I think it's okay now, but you have to build well around it. Mid-venge I don't love right now, but we'll see. A very brawly lineup with a Spectre, so I like that. Goon squad, TA is like the hero this patch, according to NA and SA qualifiers. Again, it's pretty greedy. They went this Tidehunter and Lifestealer. I mean, Lifestealer and TA both kind of want to do the same thing. I really like the support duo a lot, though. So I'll go with Goon squad here. I just love the support duo. I think these 3 are good. You can do a TA, but you need someone less greedy on the Lifestealer in order for this to be a really good draft. I think the Lifestealer is just a little bit too greedy, but I still like the draft overall. I know a lot of teams, especially our level, don't necessarily know when to push if they have their advantage, so I think that this actually good ALD. Oh, 200 DC, that's sad. They get the Templar Assassin. At what cost? Kill it TA. I think or the Aegis, so they could be able to kill it twice. Axe range.
Double kill.
just gonna kill the hoodwink. Oh! Rest in peace. Seemed to be a pretty good series. It was a 1-1. I think I picked... Oh, I think I picked the winning team both times, which is awesome. Let's see. This game was pretty back and forth. I had that one play I showed where they got on top of the drought. I think if they... You can see, anytime they couldn't get on top of the drought, they just lost the team fight, right? Like here, big swing, couldn't kill the drought, big swing. So basically, it seemed like a lot of pressure on the Void Hunter here, on the Drow Ranger to have good position, doing a lot of damage. It looked like they ended up doing it. Game 2, I think Goon Squad just got an early advantage and held it really well, which is nice. I know a lot of teams in Archon don't know how to hold their advantage, so good to see that. Good to see a 1-1. Good series overall. I liked it. Alrighty, the second series of the week, we have PRancing Roosters versus Victoria's Secret for the memes. So, let's see. Right away, they got the Hoodwink I like. I think Ursa's pretty bad right now. Offlane, Clockwork is pretty interesting. 5-position lines, meh. They went with Shadow Fiend I don't like right now. Offlane Shadow Fiend. What the heck? Alright, so this was an aggressive safe lane and then an offlane Timber Saw. I think Warlock's pretty good right now. I think you got good D push here. Very weird though. I'm gonna go with PRancing Roosters just because I think it's more conventional. You got the offlane Clockwork. I don't really love. You even put the Shadow Fiend against it. I guess this Shadow Fiend doesn't want to be against the Clockwork. Because Clockwork just gets on top of him. Shadow Fiend hates that. Hoodwink Clockwork. It's an interesting lane. You should be able to take advantage of that, I think, and win that. I think it's kind of weak. But again, I don't think I've ever played against it, so I don't know. Yeah, I'll go with PRancing Roosters game 1. Age Shadow Fiend. Good hook shot out. I think you're still gonna die though. Oh, good tornado. Oh, they connect the Warlock on him though. Drawn out fight, but look how low they are. Another boat? Oh my god.
Double kill, mega kill, triple kill.
Dude, this Conka's doing work. Oh, the dude in the back line.
Unstoppable ultra kill.
Oh. Damn, that would have been lit. Quick little rampage for Conker to start it out. That would be dope. Game 2. Okay, this is super greedy. Lifestealer and a PL. They went the Ursa again. I really do not like that. They went with the Disruptor I like. Middle. Is this a 4-position Mars or a 4-position Sand Cane? 4-position Sand Cane. I don't like that. I don't think Disruptor's like a good enough 5 to carry the load there and push out waves and stuff. I don't like this either. I think both drafts definitely have their issues. I like the Dragon Knight. I just don't like the Ursa, but Ursa is pretty good against Toad Hunter. I think I'm going to go with Victoria's Secret here just because they have healing support, and I think healing supports are really good right now. They don't have any healing supports here, so I think you should have gone the Holy Locket here, and then this would have been good. You don't. I guess the Ursa for the egg hitter, otherwise no one else can hit eggs, so as long as you position it well outside the Ursa, you should be good. They must have stolen the Mars, I guess. Yeah. Mars would have been really good. Totem is pretty good, though, too. So, I like it except for these two. Maybe an Earth Spirit there, or anything other than a Sand King. I think the Sand King's pretty not great. But, you still, the rest of your lineup still wants to just run at you. Wow, great. Toad Hunter only takes the Phoenix over there. More stuns too. See, look at this heal. If you have a Holy Locket, he's full health. Just saying. And then the 21k network kicks in. Really good team fight though by For the Memes, I think. They're just a little bit too far behind, and they just, which again I think can be attributed to the draft. You just have no one to make space for either of these guys. So the series is gonna be a 2-0 for PRancing Roosters here. Looked like, for this one, For the Muse had a good team fight here. I mean, they had an advantage, and I think PRancing Roosters just were able to starve them out. I feel like anytime you see a gold swing like this, where, you know, there's not a lot of kills down here until, obviously, this 45-minute mark. It's just a team doing a really good job of starving the other team out and pushing their advantage without forcing anything. So I think that was really well done by PRancing Roosters there. Game 2, I think they were just a little bit... I know I picked this draft. This is a very run-at-you style draft, and then this is a very greedy late-game draft. So I should have thought of that right away. I wish they had something other than this Sand King. I really don't like it. You know, you could do, literally, if you have a Mars here, you could do a Lena here, and this lineup's wicked good. Or you could do, you know, an Earth Spirit, this lineup's really good. Clockwork, this lineup's really good. Just something else to run at you, or, you know, something to heal. You could do, I think, Warlock's available. You could do Phoenix. You could do, I mean, any of those healers, I think, makes this lineup really, really strong. I mean, again, I don't know different teams, their heroes they play, and what their playstyle is. Maybe this is like their signature 4-position Sand King, and he's really good on it. I mean, he went 6-2 and 22, so I don't know. That's just my thoughts initially. I think it was a pretty good series. The 2 off PRancing Roosters. I think they look like they're just a little bit more experienced at starving people out. I don't know if they've been playing longer or if they're just, I can't remember rankings-wise where everyone is, but it looked like they held their advantage really well. So, good series. All right, I've been taking a long time, so we're going to try to speed things up a little bit. We got Red 5 versus Hog. Hog, a little bit greedy. Core duo here, I like the support duo. You got Wave Clear, and you got AA for the healing. Red 5, Luna, I think is pretty good right now. Middle Necrophos, you don't see that often. I think overall this is pretty good. I mean, you got this healer, he did go Holy Locket, and Greaves. I mean, you're going to have a bunch of sustain into this Luna who's going to farm jungle until he's ready. I actually really like this draft. I think this is a little bit greedy. I like the support duo though. And yeah, I'm going to go Red 5 here. I think this is a really solid draft. You got 2 healers in a healing meta. Not bad at all. Not bad. Got Aegis on the Luna. Look at that support duo, just guaranteed stuff. I guess he has some anti. Wow, I eat my words really quick. Oh, the Ember. That was clutch. This guy's just gonna get stunned. A lot of good combos with AA here. Pretty solid. A little bit too deep though, and the weird thing's where he wants to run. Don't let that team fight from Train Protector because he's bottom. Really good team fight there by Hog. Game 2, here's a Terrorblade for Red 5. Terrorblade's been wicked good. A really greedy draft overall, though. I mean, the Bristleback also needs farm, and a Razor. So at least you got 2 run-at-you cores. These guys don't really match up a little bit. Like, Lion's cooldowns are long. Phoenix has long cooldowns. Hog, they go Lash, I like a lot. Wow, really greedy, though. Is this, support Tidehunter? So look at these items. This is why I don't think you should ever go support Tidehunter. 21 minutes, he gets a magic wand. 24 minutes, he upgrades his boot. I mean, it's just a poor Tidehunter. I don't like that at all. This is really greedy, though. I mean, I think if you survive the push, I mean, and you can just split push with a Lesh here, and then what are they gonna do? I like Lesh against Terrorblade too. I like Hog's draft except for this Tidehunter. I wish you just went something else. Something a little bit more aggressive, some fight starter, you know, Clockwork, Earthshaker, something like that. But I like Hog's draft better here. I've seen a lot of Bristlebacks lately.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
10k net worth lead at 17 minutes.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, you kind of just gotta use that ravage. They killed Phoenix on the back line though, he isn't able to get egg off. Oh, that Witch Doctor stun. That's cool. He's just diving. Slavic Donut gonna die? He does. Died in tower. Pigpen's kinda left out now. Good stun by Lesh. Follow up by Witch Doctor. He's dead now. Terrorblade says, good luck, boys. Have fun. I'm gonna push in top. This series is wicked interesting to me. So, you got these 2 games, right? You see a 2-0. Normally you think, okay, that one team's just way better. You look at these kill scores. 40 minutes. There was barely 40 kills. And in 30 minutes, it looked like Red 5 stomped here, right? The interesting thing to me is that both games, Hog's taking good fights. I mean, I think Red 5's just a little bit better early because they were able to get an advantage. Like 10k by 16 minutes is huge. Take 2 good team fights. But then Hog, you know, they wiped him at that top racks there, defending their base. And then there's 10 minutes. This is where Red 5 is really good. They're able to just force nothing to happen and just keep growing their net worth lead until they're ready to take a fight. And then they kill Wraith King 3 times, which is nuts. It must have been a buyback. And then take another good fight. So Red 5 is really good. This game, super interesting to me. There's like no pickoffs, right? I think, look at this, 1 kill. Otherwise, no pickoffs. Both teams either just playing around each other or they're really good wards to tell when you're getting ganked and whatnot. I just thought that was really interesting. But interesting kill score. And again, I mean, Red 5 had a bunch of kills, but they were still able to take team fights here, twice on Hog, with this huge net worth disadvantage. So, interesting series overall. Next series, we're rocking Grin Swift versus Extra. I'm excited for this series. Let's see, Grin Swift, any interesting picks offlane? So, mid Drow, offlane Dragon Knight, and Carry Luna. Very greedy. You got the Hoodwink 5 I like and the Nyx I like, but really greedy core. And then you go with Chaos Knight, Outworld Destroyer, and Timber Saw. You got a support 4-position gyro. I don't really like that. I think 5's okay, but I don't like 4 at all. I think Grimstroke, super greedy out of Extra. I just don't like this Drow mid. Like if you have someone like a Luna, you need someone active on the mid here. You know, like a Spirit, something just to make space for this Luna. So I don't like that pick. And this is just wicked greedy out of Extra. I think all the way around. They don't even have Dan Rathers? What the heck? No Dan Rather on an Extra team. What's going on? I'm going to go with Grin Swift game 1. I don't like that about Gyro. If you hit someone with the Grimstroke, and then it launches a second rocket.
Double kill.
My mind blots yours out.
Yeah, I just think you needed something a little bit more space creator for this wicked greedy lineup here to mess around the early game. Off lane, Chaos Knight carry Timber Saw. Huh, didn't notice that thing. Unless Toast is just a carry now. I think she's the carry. I don't know. Game 2. So here they take the opposite approach. They have a very aggro-y lineup. I actually really like this lineup out of... Oh, this is Extra, not Grin. I really like this lineup out of Extra here. They get the Grimstroke again, but this is just very run at you. I mean, the greediest person is probably the Tidehunter. You can just sit back and farm Ancients when these guys are making space for you. Get super fat on the Tidehunter. 20 minutes, you had Greaves and a Blink Dagger. Grin. I actually don't mind this lineup either. Winter Wyvern, I think, is one of the best heroes in this patch. Especially against this group up lineup. You have the Wyvern. They want to be all together. You can get that on the Weaver. You can probably kill him, or anyone next to the Weaver. The Weaver will kill him. I love the Wyvern pick. I'm still going to go with Extra, though. I just really like this draft. Rest of these, holy shrimp. I actually like both these drafts, really. I just like Extra a little bit better. Oh, I missed that.
Killing spree.
Oh, Machine is super fun. Bunch of gold going Bounty's way. He's gonna have Shuriken. Oh, the Spectre coming to clean up. That's what I would expect here. Also, wow, really good. Shrimp comes back in with the Epicenter. Really interesting series again. Grin Swift versus Extra. Extra 2-0s. I think game 1 was a little bit more lopsided. Like I said, I think they were just missing that space creator. No one to pair up with Nyx Assassin. No one to... You just needed that one little piece. I think if you fix that Drow Ranger, this draft is super good. You have a really good game here. Well played by Extra. Very, very greedy draft, but they seem to be able to get there into the late game to end up winning. By 20 minutes, I think they grouped and took really good team fights. And then game 2, 36 minutes, 84 kills. Think about that. That's like 2 kills a minute at the least. Like, this is a very brawly game. Fits right into Extra's game plan here with all the track gold and everything. You can see the track gold just starts kicking in, and it's a huge net worth. Overall, good series. Well played by Extra. This is my series. I did not get to play. We had Pango mode standing in, and we had our offlaner playing 5. But let's see. Gators, mid-drow. I really don't like it. You go with the carry Viper here, which I do like, kind of combine it. You have a good Pango. I wish you went Holy Locket. Pango, a good Abaddon. Actually, pretty solid draft. I like it. Midnight, they go with the Weaver. So here's what I'm talking about, right? You get the aggressive carry and then a carry mid. Both teams actually kind of did this. I like it. I think you're going to have better team fight here. But this is a good combo too. Wow, really good drafts. Both these teams, and I wasn't a part of this, so I wasn't on either team. I think I like Instigators draft here. Maybe I'm a little biased because I know, they're heroes. Overall, I like both drafts. I'm going to go with Instigators here, but I'm probably biased. Yeah, they're overextended a little bit. You got the Weaver mid and Mars bottom, but they can easily TP. Taking a lot of damage on. You got it back now, boys. You got it back instantly. They're all TPing. Guys. Yeah, really good fight for Midnight Impulse. A little bit of an overextension there from Instigators.
Double kill.
Team wipe, basically. Oh, they did that without their Grimstroke, too. Good fight by Midnight Impulse. Alrighty, game 2, Midnight Impulse. You got the PL Void Spirit. I don't think it's that good, but it's a good space creator with a bristle. So this is a good time to do Void Spirit because he's not gonna be farming that much, and Bristle kind of wants to farm heroes, but he needs someone else to like be that initiator, that catch. Really solid draft, actually. Maybe something a little less greedy in the Bristle or PL. But overall, solid. Instigators, Night Stalker, carry Night Stalker, interesting. Mid Ember Spirit. I wonder why they went with the carry Night Stalker. I think there are still better options out here. I don't think you have to go Night Stalker here. They go with a Sand Cane against the PL. I like that. I'm gonna go with Midnight Impulse's drafts here. This is interesting to me. I like it. I mean, they go AA and a Lion. I'm just shocked. I wish I was in these comps because this isn't something I would normally draft. So it's very interesting to me that this is what the NCAs went with. Very interesting. Amazed. I'm going to go Midnight Impulse here. I think they edged out on the draft a little bit. I don't even know what to fix here. I mean, it's solid. It's a decent draft. Get the Void Spirit, I like that. Buy back on a Lion. This Night Stalker's actually kind of
Double kill.
You need that AALT onto the Bristle if you ever want a chance of killing him. I think that's the only way you can kill him. He just regens too much. Wrong positive attitude. It's not a bad fight, you get two. You gotta get that AALT onto Bristle. Unfortunate. Now you just got him back. His name's Studio Jiggly. Pretty good series. You got a 2-0 for Midnight Impulse. It's kind of what I thought would happen. I think Midnight Impulse is a pretty good team despite what Fiery Dude says. Game 1, though, it looks like the Instigators played pretty well. I think they overextended there at the top, and that kind of sparked their downfall. I think if they play that a little bit better, you win this team fight, you put some pressure, you see all those TPs, you just get everyone out, and then you open up the map. Now their entire team's top. You can go push in 2 lanes while they're just stuck top. They have to like share farm in their jungle, wait 5 minutes, and go do it again. A little bit. I think the Instigators got a little bit stuff to work on, which obviously, because I'm on the Instigators, I think that. But pretty good series. Impressed with Midnight Impulse. I think they played pretty well. Fireman's playing carry. Homeless Harry's the mid. It's interesting. But game 2... I heard they just couldn't kill the Bristleback, and it looked like you just got to get that AA ulti onto him, or a Spirit Vessel. You need some sort of break I think you have the lockdown for it. They grouped up pretty early, so I think you just have to play mad aggressive, which their draft did. They were set up for it. Not bad. A couple things to fix. I think this is a really close series, so GG's. Midnight Impulse. I'm sad I didn't get to play against you guys, but in another life, maybe. 6th series we're working with Copium Crab versus Bunnies and Rats. I learned a lot about Copium Crab, and I love them a lot. No way! They have T? No, T's not actually on this team. He was standing in. Yeah, T was standing in. He's not actually on this team. I'd freak out. I love T. T's my boy. Okay, anyway, sorry. So they went with pretty... I don't love Tiny. I think Tiny's pretty bad right now. 43% win rate. I really don't like him. Copium Crab. They go with offlane Chaos Knight. I really don't love either. You get the Ags at 27 minutes, so it's not terrible. I mean, Underlord doesn't really care against Luna. Both drafts pretty even, I think. I think this could go either way. I'll go with Bunnies and Rats here. I don't really love the Tiny, but the support duo is pretty decent. You got the PL for late game, and I really like Underlord. So, yeah, I'll go Bunnies and Rats game 1. Yeah, I was gonna say, you should fight this. Here's the TP back. Maybe bait him in actually a little bit. Good fight out of Bunnies and Rats there. Game 2. See, the Axe is really good right now. Middle Snapfire, don't love that. I understand he rushed an Axe, which I really don't like. I thought you were going like you max out the E, you go Deso and stuff. I thought that was a little bit better. Last pick the Snapfire too, so you don't even get the flex ability. Offlane Dragon Knight, Viper, 4 position, Void Spirit, and Luna. This is a pretty wacky draft as well. I don't like the support Viper. I think he just does so well with farm that it's such a shame to like put him in a support position. Unless it's a support Dragon Knight, which is even worse. Don't love the Void Spirit. I don't think he's good. But they do have the Wyvern. I think Wyvern's super good. You got the AA to kind of counteract it. I just don't like the Snapfire. I'll go Copium here. I don't really love the Viper. I wish they put him in a core position. Maybe trade out the Void Spirit for something, put Viper mid. I don't think Void Spirit's that good right now. I still like the draft, though. I like the Wyvern. Wyvern's really good. I like the Luna. Luna's really good. Just meta picks, first 4 for both teams. But I'll go Copium game 2.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Wow, really good target priority out of Copium. Yeah. Punch on the way out. Pretty good series, a good showing out of Copium Crab there. They get the 2-0 over Bunnies and Rats. A team I think is going to be pretty decent. Let's see. I mean, this game was crazy. There's just no fights in a 30-minute game. There's barely 30 kills. So pretty interesting game 1. And then game 2, it was a little bit more brawly. I think Copium did a really good job of holding their advantage. They had an aggressive team while the Luna farms. I really like that. So overall, really good series. I love to see Copium Crab doing well, coming up from Crusader. I know they have a lot of roster change, but love to see it. So good series overall. We'll see how they both do next week. Harpies versus Unrivaled. Did I say this was game of the week? I said Grin versus Extras game of the week, and it was really good. So Harpies versus Unrivaled. Okay. Jumping in. Unrivaled. Mid-win runner. You don't see it a lot. Marana, I don't think is that good. You got the Axe, who should be fine in lane, but just keep in mind. Harpies, pretty solid. You get the Wyvern here, I think is pretty good. I don't really love Drow Ranger. Everyone's picking it up. I think you have a decent lineup against Drow Ranger, but this Clockwork really messes up AA. He's good at splitting off the Ursa from the fight. I love this Clockwork pick. Overall, though, I think we're going to give it to Harpies. I know the AA counters the Wyvern heal, but the Wyvern heal is so good. It's on such a low cooldown. So is the AA ulti, but you have 1, 2, 3 cores that really want to be in the thick of things, and you have a Wyvern. You know, it's the same as if they're all melee. You get a little bit of space with the Windrunner, but really the Windrunner wants to ulti someone and then like chase next to him. with the Wyvern ulti, he can really mess some people up. So I'm gonna go with Harpies here. I like the Wyvern. I think Unrivaled's always solid. I love the Clockwork. So, oh man, I can't really fast. Double damage, Void Spirit. See, he just used all his abilities and got the guy to tap him. So I feel like Void Spirit's kind of weak right now. He was double damaged too. Wyvern ulti, a little bit decent energy there because he's stunned with the Void Spirit or the bash. Well, Axe is going ham. Ursa's by himself. Unrivaled gets to save your Ursa. Okay, he's a man. Wow. Oh, he's gonna die. We'll kill Ursa. Good job there. Oh, sniped. Oh, good cogs. Except separate them. Doesn't matter.
Triple kill.
Wow. Long fight, but good fight. I'm taking too long. I'll keep this quick. Game 2, Lone Druid, interesting. Hoodwink, I like. Pretty solid. A little bit greedy with the Lone Druid. Harpies, they go with TA's really good. Anti-Mage, I don't like at all. What's his win rate? 49%. Toad Hunter. I mean, you just have conflicting cores here. So you have this this mid that wants to farm Ancients and then hit a time in at 20 minutes. You have this carry that doesn't want to play the entire game and wants to go farm other stuff. So I like Unrivaled's draft here. I think it's a little greedy with the Lone Druid, but overall I just think it's solid. I think you could just confuse your cores a little bit here. Even Toad Hunter wants to farm Ancients. You have no space creators here, which is a big red flag for me. Here's Roche. Lone Druid's pushing bottom, takes bot tower. Get racks off this. Roche is taking a decent amount of time with a double damage TA. You have no other minus armor for Roche. Oh, so unfortunate. Ravage. He is taking racks. Or he's taking 2-3. Chuck is gonna die? He should die. Oh, wow. Actually, really good. Hoodwink. Taking tower. They kill Z. A stupid replay bug. Hoodwink. There's some minus armor.
Double kill.
Well, he's just taking all their racks. So they're doing this fight 4v5. They get a triple kill on their Jug. And they get racks out of it. It's a really good fight, honestly, by Unrivaled there. This seemed like a wicked good series. You love to see these two teams, I think, are probably top 5 teams in the league, I'd say, comfortably at this point. I mean, we'll see by the end of the season, but right now, I'd put them there. I mean, just super brawly game 1, team fights back and forth, really good games, and then game 2, it looked like Unrivaled recognized that Harpies wanted to fight all that often. We're like, you know what, we're going to split push them with the Lone Druid. So, ended up working out. Again, pretty good series overall. It's something, if you want to watch split pushing, I know, Ultralist does a decent job on Lone Druid, and if you want to watch team fights, watch game 1. So there's stuff for everyone to learn from these two teams, so I think a really good series. The last series of the day, we got Pot of Sloth versus Hunt Echoes. Let's jump in. They go with a Broodmother. Wow, this is like the greediest core trio I've seen all day. You get Nagasaki who wants to farm late game. You get Death Prophet who pushes and Broodmother pushes. I mean, you just double up and push here, but then your supports are the opposite. You have like a save hero. I love Oracle with Death Prophet. Earthshaker seems pretty out of place here. They first picked it in the Broodmother. I guess they just didn't want to be countered. Hunt, overall solid draft. The Undying, you get Holy Locket here. Yeah, 30 minutes though, it's kind of late. Offlane Pango, you get the Puck. I think you have a decent amount of Spider Killers. You get him. I would have liked to see like maybe something a little bit better with either their mid. No, I guess Puck kills it. Pretty solid. I don't really like this trio here. I'm going to go with Hunt. I think this is just too greedy. I think the Naga Siren's out of place. You go someone aggressive here, and then the Earthshaker's out of place too. These two, you change these 2 picks. I think this is a really solid draft. But I'll go Hunt game 1. Oh, what? What happened to the Pango ulti? Huge Echo Storm. Game 2, Pot of Sloth. They go with the Pudge. Hate to see it. Vidalina I think's okay. I'll think Dragon Knights is what it is. I think it's okay. I don't think you can bully him out of lane. You just like don't mess up the farm. They go with a mid Medusa. 4 position. I don't like Skywrath Mage right now. This is just an offlane Hoodwink. 5 position Phoenix. So I like 3 of these 5 picks, and I like this pick here. I just don't like the Skywrath Mage. I think Wyvern's so good right now. I guess the Skywrath kind of counters Wyvern in theory, right? But I just don't think Skywrath Mage is that good right now. 50% win rate, so it's okay. I think the Weaver's aggressive. I guess you can Dark Pack off the Phoenix. I really like the Pudge. I guess you get the Shard. I'll go Pot of Sloth here. I think it's okay. I don't like the offlane Hoodwink. I think this draft has a couple holes here that Pot of Sloth could take advantage of, so I'll go Pot of Sloth. Dude, good TP by the Slug. So he didn't go all the way back to base, it looks like. I didn't actually see the TP, but he knew they were going to fight. Oh, he still dies. So unfortunate. But he TP'd at, ready for that fight. Oh, a little bit unideal. Ulti from the... Wow. Oh, the Lotus Orb was huge, but that Wyvern ulti allowed the DK to get away. Buyback from the Slark, buyback from the Skywrath Mage. It's gonna be a dead Wyvern. Oh, the hook from Pudge, maybe? A dream. Oh, the Lotus Orb again. They have no way to kill the egg because the Medusa turned everyone to stone with the snake axe or whatever. I don't think that Pudge hook saves him anyway. Wow. Another really good series. Pot of Sloth and Hunt. What's that? 1-1, right? Yeah. Both games are pretty good. This one seemed like there weren't a lot of fighting. I think, the Broodmother and Death Prophet just split pushing and stuff. Good fight here, though, at the end. And then this game, I think, was a little bit closer up until that fight. We're by the tier 1s in the top lane for some reason. The teams are fighting there. It's kind of strange, but it ended up being a good fight for Hunt there. Hunt secured the win off of it. So, good series overall. Yeah, 1-1. Yeah, let's see it. Alrighty, guys. Let me switch this over. I'll show you what I did. So, basically, I just fill in everyone's current record through the week. It makes it easier for me to do rankings, and then it tracks. You can track it during the week. You can track it. It does look like Divine ended up dropping out. This was a team that had a forfeit this week against Victoria's Secret 6-player. But Instigators already have a 2-0 for next week, and they've been eliminated. So I think they either dropped down to Crusader or they dropped out of the league because they couldn't field a roster or they didn't pay. I don't know. Anyway, Divine's no longer here, unfortunately, which is a bummer because, let's see, I guess they have the lowest of everyone. They probably dropped down to Crusader, I'd guess. Anyway, so let's do rankings first. I'm going to move Red 5 up to the top. I think they're really good. I have to move Harpies down just because, in theory, they won 1. I don't think 6-player, they forfeit 1, so can't really do that. Let's move Extra and Copium up. Sorry, kind of talking out loud for a moment. Move Poss up. Prance and Roosters can move all the way up. 4 of the memes can move down. Basically, this is how I have to do it. I'm going to keep Harpies Unrivaled up here because I actually think they're just 2 of the better teams that got matched up against week 1. So I'll give Red 5 1. I'll give Midnight Impulse 2. Until Fiery Man, you prove me wrong, I'm going to keep ranking you high. I'll give Harpies 3. I'll give Unrivaled 4. Six player will give 5. I know they didn't play. It sucks that you don't play and you move down in the rankings, but I think Unrivaled is just really good. Copium, I think, played really well. Give him 6. Extra played really well. Give him 7. And Roosters played well. Give him 8. So they went 15 to 8, right? Like that. Goon Squad, again, actually, Hunt and Goon Squad, I think, are both really good. I think either of them could be either order. They're both really close. And then, naturally, next, we got Dingos and Poss. For the memes, I had them up. I know they lost to Prance and Rooster, but I think they still played pretty well. We'll give them 14. Grin will give 15. I actually think Hog played really well. We'll put them at 16. We'll put Bunnies and Rats at 17 and Instigators at 18. I think that's what we'll do for now. No, that's not right. We skipped 11. So we have Red 5 at 1, Midnight Impulse at 2, Harpies at 3, Unrivaled 4, 6 player at 5, Copium Crab at 6, Extra at 7, Prance Roosters at 8, Goon Squad 9, Hunt Echoes at 10, Dingos at 11, Sloth at 12, For the Memes at 13, Grin Swift at 14, Hog at 15, Bunnies and Rats at 16, and we got Instigators at 17, and rest in peace, Divine. That's how it is. We'll do, those are the power rankings. Again, power rankings are literally just my opinion, so they don't mean anything. Lastly, we'll do predictions really quick. Harpies versus Sloth. I'll give Harpies the 2-0. I know they won 1. Sloth won 1, but I think Harpies are just a good team. Goon versus Unrivaled. I'll give Unrivaled a 2-0. I know Goon just won 1 Dingos, but I think I have Dingos. Yeah. These 4 teams, guys, so far right now are interchangeable in my mind. But anyway. Unrivaled, I'll give the edge. This is going to be a close series. I'll give this a 1-1. I think Extra's played really well. Midnight Impulse just 2-0'd, but I think that Extra can take a game off them. I think it'll be a 1-1. Prance Roosters versus Victorious Series 6 player. I think 6 player is going to be a good team here. We haven't seen them play yet. Prance and Roosters played really well. I think they played against Bunnies and Rats, unless I'm mistaken. No, they played against For the Memes, and they 2-0'd. It's a good series, though. Let's say a 1-1. I think I might actually give the edge to the 6 player here. Yeah, we'll give a 2-0 to 6 player. I think this is going to be a close series, though. Easily could see a 1-1. Easily could see Prance Roosters 2-0. 40 Memes versus Grin. I'll say 1-1. Don't really know too much about either of these teams yet on how they're going to do. Hog versus BNR. 1-1. Again, same situation. Red 5, I think, is just super good. I think Copium Crab is a really good team as well, but I think Red 5 is just kind of going to be a FOTP of last season. Hunt versus Dingos. I think this is going to be a close series, 1-1. Maybe even give the edge to Hunt, but we'll see. And then, obviously, I had that in before I saw that Divine dropped out, but we'll do it for the percentages. You know, we gotta keep my percentages up. All right, that's it for this week, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope it was a good week. I hope everyone has a good week, too.